Do you ever feel the need to be more grounded, more centred, more connected with yourself, with the earth and with the people around you? Well, I'm going to share with you some embodied movements, some standing postures that they reveal that stability, that grounding. If you like the video, please like it, share it if you know anybody that will appreciate this practice. If you want to contribute to the channel, you can click on the link below, buy me a coffee. So I would like to begin a practice just by sitting for a few moments. We're not going to be sitting too long. We tend to rush through our days, rush through our lives. So just for a breath or two, simply sit. Feel the grounding, feel the earth beneath you. And with the back of your hands resting onto your legs, curl the tips of your index fingers to touch the tips of your thumbs into Jnana Mudra, palms facing uppermost, symbolic that we're open to receiving wisdom from our higher selves. Feel the movement, feel the flow of your breath. Breathe if you can through your nostrils. Completing one more full breath and then releasing your hands, bring the palms of your hands together, bring your hands into this devotional position. Bow your head towards your hands, symbolically to surrender your head to your heart, yourself to your higher self. And then still with the palms of your hands resting together, open your eyes and loosely interlace your fingers to extend first your arms forwards and then a feeling of creating space as you lift your arms, space within your side ribs, maintaining the space between your shoulders and your neck. Reach up a little higher, breathe in, reaching up a little over to the right. On the breath out, and it's to the upright position, reaching high, breathing in. Enjoy the feeling as you move over to the left. On the breath out, once more to the upright position, reaching high, breathing in, and then it's a sensory experience. Release your hands, trailing your fingers through the air, and then as you release your arms down, if you're sitting cross-legged, now uncross and release your legs. And if we can move into an all fours position, onto the mat, and feel the foundation of this all fours position. Your hands set just a little forward from your shoulders. Feel the space between your fingers, the space between your thumbs. Feel the knuckles behind your index fingers pressing down to the mat. Then with your toes tucked under, your hands pressing down, begin to lift your knees, taking your time as you draw your hips back away from your hands, taking your time as you allow your heels to slowly sink back and towards the mat, allowing your thigh muscles to gently grip now the bones of your thighs, a little straighter through your arms. Not just about the effort, can you feel the weight of your head? Can you allow the muscles of your neck to relax? Even a feeling of release between your shoulder blades. And then taking small steps, walking your feet forwards, and at the same time to draw your hands back with your feet underneath your hip sockets, the outer edges of your feet parallel, just allowing your upper body to simply hang. You feel the weight of your body, you feel the influence right now of gravity upon your body. Feel that connection. Then with your knees bent, protect your lower back. Hands to your legs, sliding slowly your hands up your legs. So it's a gradual process as you uncurl through your spine, as you bring your head, neck and spine into balance, standing not to a tension, standing with full bodily awareness. Your feet underneath your hip sockets, the outer edges of your feet parallel, leveling your hips, level your shoulders, and then relax your shoulders. Subtly adjusting the angle of your chin so your head balances perfectly on top of your neck. This is Tadasana, mountain posture. So truly feel that grounding. Feel the weight distribution through your feet. Feel the fluid support of your spine, standing as you mean to stand, right here, right now. And then with the palms of your hands together, so we bring our hands into this devotional position. You maybe feel the warmth between your hands, maybe the warmth in that space behind your breastbone. After this next breath in, stepping out to a comfortably wide stance on the breath out. For now, resting your hands onto your hips, shrugging any tension from your shoulders, turning your left foot in, turning your right foot out, then feel, again, the foundation of your stance. How does the position of your feet influence your legs, maybe your hips, maybe your pelvis? Level your arms with your shoulders. Feeling your fingertips extending away from your spinal column. At the same time, feeling your shoulder blades softening down your back. With your fingertips reaching away from your spinal column, do you feel the weight of your arms? Do you feel the gentle pull of gravity upon your arms? And really, you're just resisting that pull. So we use just the right amount of effort. Keeping your arms level, your torso upright, beginning to bend now your right knee. And as you bend into your right knee, just making sure your right knee doesn't extend past your right ankle, your right knee pointing towards the second toe, the toe next to the big toe. So still arms level, still just resisting that pull of gravity. Can you soften a little more your shoulder blades down your back? And then with your chin parallel with the floor, turning to look along the length of your right arm. You're not frozen in the moment. There are subtle adjustments to be made all the time, but an awareness of that stability, the grounding. How do you feel as you make this shape? And it's not just about how you feel in a physical sense. How do you feel right now? And then beginning to straighten through your right leg, center your feet forwards, bring your hands to rest onto your hips, give your shoulders a little shrug. We practice to release tension, not to create tension. Again, shoulders level, now turning your right foot in and turning your left foot out. Again, an awareness of the foundation of the posture. Feel that grounding through your feet, through your legs, the connection between your body and the earth. To level your arms with your shoulders, soften your shoulder blades down your back. A gentle tilt to your pelvis, your pubic bone ever so slightly, drawing back. Then when you feel the length in your spine, begin to bend now your left knee, keeping your torso, keeping your body upright. Stay strong in your right leg. Again, an awareness that the left knee doesn't extend past your left ankle. You don't need to grip with your toes. And with your arms level, again, just softening a little more into the shape without losing the form. With your chin parallel with the floor, if your neck allows, gazing along the length of your left arm, along the middle finger of your left hand. That's your external focus, your drushti. Breathe. Breathing, if you can, through your nostrils. So the last breath or two, not fighting the posture, not resisting. Go with the flow. Breathe. And then after this next breath out, so slowly straightening through your left leg, again to center your feet forward, release your arms, release your legs. It's really nice just to have a little shake out. Takes the rigidity, takes the formality from the practice. And again then to just simply stand. Not standing rigidly to attention, standing with loving bodily awareness. Bringing the palms of your hands together, taking a breath in. Step your feet out again into a comfortably wide stance. Rest your hands to your hips, turning now your left foot in, turn your right foot out, And now we're going to make a subtle adjustment, stepping your left foot a little over to the left. Hands to your hips, so you align your hips towards the top end of your mat. And then we're going to bend, so releasing your hands from your hips, bend your elbows. By bending your elbows and then extending through your arms, a little more shoulder friendly. There's a natural spiral in action happens within your shoulders as you reach up through your arms, now bending your right knee again. Just an awareness your right knee doesn't extend past your right ankle. Your arms level with your ears if you can, so maybe the feeling of your shoulder blades again softening a little down your back to feel your arms active. You can imagine you're squeezing a big bubble between your hands, but there's a delicacy as you squeeze that bubble. You're not popping the bubble. Still the angle behind your right knee, relax your toes, feel the arches of your feet active. Either stay looking forwards, or if the back of your neck allows, now gently lifting your gaze so you look to that space between your hands. Breathe. Beginning to straighten back through your right leg, release your arms down. Maybe first hands to your hips, centering again your feet forwards. And again, if it helps, just rolling your shoulders. Feeling that release, but at the same time, you're still aware of the grounding. Feel the stability, the strength in your legs. Turning now your right foot in, turning your left foot out. And then that same adjustment, stepping your right foot a little over to the right so you can comfortably, can you see, bring your right hip forwards. Leveling your shoulders, again relaxing your shoulders without flaring your chest. You feel that gentle lift to your breastbone. And then again bending your elbows, first to draw your arms in, to extend through your arms, palms facing towards each other, reaching up high, bending now your left knee. As your left knee bends, you can pivot a little more on the ball of your right foot, so you're not twisting your right knee. Fingertips reaching up towards the sky. Your shoulder blades softening down your back. Always that delicate balance between effort and surrender. Feel your arms active as you squeeze that imaginary bubble between your hands. And either stay looking forwards or gently lifting your gaze. That tilt of your head influencing how it feels along the front side of your body. Breathe. And to straighten back through your left leg, centering your feet forwards, releasing your arms, release your legs. And again, an informal shake out. We tend to take our practice, indeed ourselves, far too seriously. And then you stand. Connecting with your breath and a subtle awareness of the connection between your mind, your body and your breath. And then to rest your hands onto your hips, we're going to practice a balance. Now, if you find these tend to wobble in a balance, nothing wrong with turning sideways on and using the wall or using the support of a chair. The practice isn't gymnastics, it's not acrobatics. It's embodied movement. You move as you feel you want to move. So with your hands to your hips or using the wall for support, pivoting on the ball of your right foot. So the instep of your right foot facing forwards. And that might be as far as you want to go. Notice your shoulders. Just the thought of a balance can sometimes introduce tension around our shoulders. So shoulders relaxed, either your right foot where it is, or carefully you place your right foot to your left calf. If you're taking your right foot higher, avoiding your left knee, especially if you're hitching your right heel higher to bring your hands back into that devotional position. And this is as far as we're going to go. Can you again feel the warmth between your hands? Can you feel the grounding through your left foot? Breathe. Then after this next breath in, simply release your arms down, rest your right foot down, bring your hands to your hips, step your feet a little wider than your hips and just make a few simple circles now with your hips, with your pelvis. So the emphasis upon release, upon letting go, making the circles in the opposite direction. And then your hips, your spine back to this central position. Release your hands, reposition your feet back underneath your hips. Again, just to briefly bring your body into balance. Feel that balance. With your hands to your hips, moving now onto the ball of your left foot. Beginning to pivot on the ball of your left foot, so the instep facing forwards. Either your left foot to the floor or to the calf, voiding your right knee if you're hitching your left heel higher. And then we just rest the palms of our hands together. Breathe. So feeling the stability through your right foot, your right leg. It doesn't matter if you wobble. It's not a competition. Breathe. Then releasing your hands down, bringing your left foot to lightly rest down. Have a little shake if that helps. And going to dangle forward. So if you can catch hold of your elbows. And then as you hold your elbows, lifting your elbows high. Your side ribs expand as you breathe in. And then softening your knees to dangle forwards on your breath out, even to sway a little your hips from side to side. Again, the emphasis on letting go, on release, and then stillness. So you feel the weight of your body. You feel again gravity's influence upon your body. Gravity, one of the forces of nature, and we are a part of nature. Can you feel that connection? And then releasing your hands to the mat, walk your hands a little forward, slide or step your feet back. Again, feel the grounding, feel the foundation, even feeling the texture of your mat beneath your hands. Resting both knees down, begin to slow the practice down, to move off your toes, and moving into prayer posture where really you bow to yourself, you honour yourself through the medium of your practice. From prayer posture to rise again back and into an all fours, and we're going to finish the practice from a seated position, to move onto your seat, to sit onto your bottom, to move through a squat, taking your knees a little further apart, tucking your big toes under, beginning to draw your bottom first back towards your heels, so you feel the flexion, the bend of your toes. It's very important to maintain toe, foot and ankle flexibility, because that's where our foundation of our stance begins. Now, to find your way to sit, you can walk your hands back, even to lift your knees with your hands set forward to open a little more into your hips, allowing your tailbone to sink back, and at the same time reaching your arms forward, so actively encouraging your mid back to round. Breathe. And then to find your seat, so you walk your hands back, you can take your hands behind, you can bring your bottom down, slide your legs away, shaking out any tension, and then as we did back at the start of this practice, you find your seat to explore, again, that connection between your mind, your body, and your breath, and to seal the practice using Prithvi or Earth Mudra, curling the tips of your ring fingers to touch the tips of your thumbs. So the tips of your ring fingers touching the tips of your thumbs, resting your hands onto your legs. Again, just softening, settling your shoulders. And we take a breath or two to simply feel, to experience, to explore. And then with your eyes closed, for now internalizing your awareness, resting the palms of your hands together, rubbing the palms together vigorously so you can create warmth. And then you rest the palms of your hands over your closed eyes, to open your eyes, to bathe your eyes into the warmth from your hands, and drawing your hands slowly down your face so the light filters through your fingers. Thank you. Again, if you've liked the video, like it, share it. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I'm going to put a lot more of this type of content up. And contribute, help me out, buy me a coffee if you can. I thank you.